everyone. The Wichita Public Library just received a national award known as the LibraryAware Community Award. Today we're going to tell you all about this wonderful award and all the good work that the Wichita Public Library is doing to earn it. We are very pleased to have three guests here with us today. Seated down at the end is Wichita Public Library Director Cynthia Berner-Harris.
Hi, Laura.
Thanks for being here. And seated next to Cynthia is Nancy Dowd. She is the LibraryAware Product Lead. And then we also have Ian Singer, the Vice President and Group Publisher of the Library Journal. Thank you all so much for being here.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having us.
Well, first just tell us a little bit about this national award.
Would you like to start?
Sure. So the LibraryAware Award is the first of its kind. And this time, instead of giving an award to a library, we're actually giving it to the community. And that's a big deal. So we give money to the library, but we award the community for its involvement with the library and the outcomes that come about with that.
And what made you guys decide to take that approach?
When Duncan Smith, the Vice President and novelist who came up with the idea, first approached us to work with them to select the winners. What was critical around this was the challenges that most communities are having across the country, society in general, in terms of lifelong learning. And we felt that now more than ever, to address those challenges, we wanted to help recognize those communities that most valued their library, and the library working with the civic organizations to help effectuate plans and policies that would support lifelong learning.
And then Cynthia, maybe you could talk a little bit about all the work that you guys are doing to engage the community and accomplish that.
Well, I think, Laura, one of the things that we do is we start with a strategic plan, which really focuses on areas where we think we can be making a difference in the community. And right now we're working in 4 areas. We're really focusing on early childhood literacy because we want our youngest citizens to be ready to read and ready to learn when they start school. We are working on connecting citizens to the online world, making sure that they have those digital literacy skills, those computer skills that are so critical today in all areas of life. We do work also making sure that people have opportunities to be lifelong learners because, as Ian said, that's something that we know translates into lots of positive outcomes for quality of life in a community. And then finally, our 4th area is just making sure people have opportunities to read, listen, and view for pleasure. And we do that through our own resources of the library, but also through a network of about 200 partners that we work with each year.
So when did the Wichita Public Library make the transition from being a place where you go and read to all of this community engagement?
We made that transition many years ago. The evolution of public libraries is ongoing. Something is always changing about that. But I think probably most noticeably here in Wichita, as Mayor Brewer announced his initiative for citizen engagement, that was a place where the library was perfectly positioned to step up and take a leading role in working on those engagement initiatives.
And you're talking about the Activate website?
Activate Wichita, certainly being one of those, which is a place where people can come and share ideas. And the library, along with several city departments, but also other organizations around the community, have used that. We now have over 1,000 people actively using the site, generating hundreds of ideas for ways to improve the quality of life in our community and solve problems as well.
And anybody can join and use it?
At any time.
I would just say that from observations of judging and from our exposure to a lot of libraries across the country, what Cynthia and her team have done have created national models. These are forward-thinking plans, and I think that it can't be understated when Cynthia mentioned the strategic plan and how early on the library engaged with visioning Wichita. Those are distinguishing factors as to why Wichita actually won this award.
Right. And what we love about it is the way that the library has integrated with this is a community goal, and we want to help the community reach their goals. And so rather than be this separate entity, they looked at the community and said, how can we help you achieve what you want to do? We love that you're doing it with the community. We love that you're working with the businesses. We love that you're working with the early literacy and the ongoing learning. But that is the new library.
And it's a service delivery. I think it's worth going a little farther with the 6x6. It's 6 skills by 6 years old. And Cynthia's group is actually going to schools and daycare centers. So it's an outreach from the library. And that outward facing is the engagement that we're really very excited for Wichita and really why they won the award.
And so you're saying that this is something that a lot of other communities are just starting to do, is that correct?
To that extent. These are national models. This is a best practice.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you kind of captured it all. So a lot of libraries are doing little bits of that. But when we looked at Wichita, they're doing it all and doing it well. And we were saying on the way over, they run a great business. I mean, when you hear a library saying, we work off of a strategic plan, we have set goals, we work with the community to achieve their goals, that's a great business model as well. And that's why libraries are looking towards Wichita as, what can we do? We may not be able to do it all right off the bat, but what can we do to model after Wichita?
Well, you're to be commended, because I know you guys do a lot of wonderful work over there.
Thank you. Well, we're really excited, and I have to say, we really do appreciate Novelist and Library Journal making the award possible. But one of the things that really struck us once we got that phone call was shock, because we do the work we do just because we really want to help make Wichita better. And it never occurred to us that what we were doing was something that might be a little bit extraordinary. So that's really exciting for us to realize that maybe we are on the cutting edge for some of the work that libraries are doing today.
Absolutely, to know that you can help other communities too is great.
Yeah.
How many people or how many communities won this award?
This is the second year we've done it.
Okay.
And so 3 the first year, 3 this year, so
Okay.
6 all told. Next year, they will be helping us with the judging. So that's really the idea, is looking for the best practices of how libraries can move forward and then using those. So not only are they cutting edge, but they're one of the first, which is pretty impressive as well.
And then I know that the reason that you guys are here is to present the award, so will you talk a little bit about that and why you wanted to do it at a city council meeting?
Well, because the award really is for the community, and it's the first of its type that does that. Most awards just simply go to the library. And we said, you know what, this is really about the community, so let's award the mayor and the council and let them know this is their award. So that's why we're giving it at the council meeting rather than at the library. Now, of course, we will be giving a small donation, $10,000
Not a small donation.
Wichita Public Library, but really it is a community's award.
The public libraries are civic institutions. And so it is only right that for this particular award, as Nancy said, that it is presented with Cynthia in front of the mayor and the overall council, so that they can also continue the synergies and the hard work of forwarding the mission of the library, particularly as the community now is considering whether to fund a new central library building. This should give the community pause to really reflect upon the value that the library brings, not only to its patrons, but to the community at large. And this impact is national. So that's another reason why we wanted to bring it to the city council.
Are you saying that there's funding issues for libraries across the country that present challenges with the work that they want to do too?
Well, for sure. I mean, Nancy alluded to the fact that the plan here sounds like a business plan, and I think that's why Cynthia and her team are so successful, because they have one. But budgets are tight everywhere. When we speak of library revenues, we speak of taxes. That's where most of the money comes from, right? So, yeah, it's an issue, and so making sure that what and how the money is being spent best synergizes with the community needs, and that's why Cynthia and her team should be commended for the strategic planning that does align so well with visioning Wichita.
Cynthia, if somebody's watching this show and they're thinking, gosh, you mentioned a lot of great programs, I'd like to get involved, how do they do that?
It's very simple. They just need to come visit in one of our many locations around Wichita. If they don't know where those are, they can give us a call, 261-8500. We'll be happy to connect them with the library closest to where they live or work or do whatever they do here in Wichita. If they have computer access, they can check out our website, www.wichita.lab.ks.us. On that site, they'll find not only general information about our libraries and our locations, but a complete list of all of the activities that we have going on throughout our library system.
Well, thank you both so much for being in town and making the trip. We really appreciate it. And Cynthia, thank you so much, and congratulations for all the hard work that your team does.
Thank you, Laura Gill.
And thank you for watching this edition of News Now. We hope you go and visit the library and make sure to check out the library's website.